more often than not.
From those that you've taught bridging leadership to, can you identify some of these self-mastery practices, disciplines that they have applied? Which ones are, I imagine, there's a progression. No? Some are easier to understand.
Yeah.
Some take practice and...
That is why I said earlier that it's not about the words, but it is about the experience. So for example, when I teach whole brain thinking as prelude to pre-sensing, I lead them through a process where they experience the body relaxing. Then second stage is I make them experience the physical signal that would indicate that the rational mind is at rest and the creative brain is open. Then the third phase is receiving the answers to a question. Fourth stage is interpreting it. And then I ask them after the interpretation, did the free association that you did connect with an actual experience today? Not 100%, but many say yes. I now better understand something that was happening to me that I could not understand why, but because of the metaphoric image and what affected me when the word or phrase was said, then I began to realize na, okay, ito pala ang ibig sabihin niyan.
In Filipino, there's pretty rich language on loob, mabigat ang loob,
Yes,
malakas
yes,
ang loob,
yes.
ang loob. How would you associate or use that language or to describe what you're saying, or are they the same thing?
Yeah, because yung malakas ang loob, nanghina yung aking kalooban, are all kutub, part of kutub. And again, it's the demonstration that the reason why you are able to pick up is because we have energy fields. And I'm able to show them through actual experience that you can actually feel the energy field of another person, which initially, without using your hands, you picked up. And it sent a kutub to you, but your rational mind doubted it. Because the rational mind was designed to protect what you already know. And therefore, it will fight any new information that does not support it. That's why it needs to be made to go to rest, so that you can see other possibilities. But the other possibilities present themselves as metaphors, like in a dream. You still need to interpret it in logical terms, because it's only in the logical realm that you can actually apply it.
Question. So, among Filipinos, this language on mabigat ang loob ko is valid. Parang it's a valid way of expressing and almost transacting with people. Ay, yoko muna, mabigat pang loob ko sa kanya. Ganun
Yes.
It's respected. I mean, it is not tuned out by the Filipino rational mind, because that's the Pinoy way.
But see, if you make them experience mabigat ang loob ko, and I can actually ask the mabigat ang loob ko, saan ka nang gagaling? And if I'm quiet enough, I will get an answer to it. Then I am more patient, I am more resilient with you, because I know may contribution ako dyan sa bigat ng loob ko. It's my own belief system.
Because sometimes the bigat ng loob is so ambiguous that...
But it's stemming from here. It's a belief. But what you see is that it was caused by this. But actually, I have a contribution to it, which came out in my research on anger. If I make you quiet down and I ask you the question, what is it that really made you angry? Your contribution will come out. Because what you saw initially was there was an external stimulus
Object,
that made,
object of your anger.
But what you did see is it's because of your mental model that makes you angry. So you need to see both. I said, if you can change this reality, do it. Because once you change it and it matches your mental model, no more anger. But if you cannot change this, you'll have to change this. But see, unless you know that you have this, wala. And that this will only come out if the rational mind goes to rest. Kasi pipigilin niya. It's always something else is the source.
So you end up blaming.
Yes. And when you end up blaming it, you get into a cycle of violence because it's me against you. But when you can see that you have a contribution to it, then maybe you'll find a way. No? When you, for example, a soldier won't deal with an MNLF soldier because I was told they were the enemy. But if in your silence you realize that that was a learned response, then I can say, pareho lang tayo. Nagkataon lang na nandiyan ka, nandito ako, iba yung paniwala mo dahil ito'y kasaysayan mo, paniwala ko rin. Tabi natin yan. Pwede ba tayo mag-usap? And I actually experienced that with Ernie in Sulu. That when people are able to set aside their mental models and just get to know each other as human beings, they can actually work together. Even when people have died in the process because of the enmity between groups, it can be set aside. And I have an actual experience of that with Ernie. So I know it works. And because of my 10 years of being a therapist, I know that when you shut down the rational mind, you are shown the source of your behavior, you can actually change. It can actually even take away symptoms. So, but all of those are inside me. I'm finding a way to write it out so I can share it with people. Because unless you've gone through it, it's weird. But my experience, and I have friends right now who have experienced it with me, and some of them are practicing it up to today, it's not weird because we can see it every day. We still share. I'm not into therapy anymore, but I am talking with somebody who does not tell me names, but tells me the lessons. What happened and what is the lesson here? And I can tell this person who I work with in groups what my experiences are in groups and what are the lessons. So, nag-focus siya sa individual, nag-focus ako sa grupo. Ngayon, nakikita ko, tinatawag ako dito sa linya na ito. Not too much to be a therapist, but to understand the mind and how it impacts on behavior and eventually consequences. So the change you want outside has to begin here. My question is, how do you do that? Especially when you're so deep into a real challenge, no? Where especially in violent situations.